KALUA pig. It's juicy and smoky and one of the iconic Hawaiian dishes. We are going to take you through the whole process of how to make an authentic homemade recipe. Watch popular Hawaii recipes and more playlists on Eat and Be Eaten by clicking subscribe. Aloha! On our channel, we are on a journey to discover everything we can about the food and food culture of Hawaii. Check out our videos on huli chicken, ina mona, and more. Now, back to the pork. KALUA pig is Hawaii's version of barbecue pork. Like barbacoa in Mexico or pulled pork in the southern US, it gets shredded up as a side or put into all kinds of main dishes. The usual way to make it is on the stovetop in a slow cooker using liquid smoke to give the barbecue flavor. Here at Ippy's on the Big Island, Hannah's having a sandwich. It's also common to see KALUA pork tacos or quesadillas on burgers with cabbage, etc. KALUA means to bake in a ground oven, also to bury or a pit. So when you say KALUA pork, you mean a pig cooked underground. This style of cooking is one of the most ancient in the world. Today, the Pacific is still the most common region where these techniques are used. In Hawaiian, the underground oven is called an imu. In Samoa, the umu is very similar, but usually the meat and vegetables are cooked above ground. The basic idea is to simultaneously smoke and steam the meat, so the pork comes out with the texture of pulled pork and the flavor of barbecue. We're headed over to my father-in-law's house in Honokaa to make a Christmas imu. The pit we're digging is about 4 feet deep and 10 feet across, enough for a bunch of families to put food in. There's a third definition of KALUA as well: embracing the whole process. Click the link in the upper right corner to see a video we made last year hunting and butchering wild pigs. We made Portuguese sausages and also hung the legs to make hams.
You drop them first, then you cut the top.
One of the key ingredients in making an imu are banana stalks. They provide the necessary moisture inside the pit so the food doesn't turn into char.
Oh, right on the fence. Why you guys don't come help so I don't destroy my yard?
Use a machete to slice them in half and then bust them up so all the layers come apart. Once you've done that, it's time to set the pit with firewood. The stones have got to be porous so they don't explode. We got these from the Wailoa River in Waipio Valley.
Got him a little low right here.
Tea leaf is one of the most important plants in Hawaiian culture, and they're fundamental to any imu.
Banana gives the moisture so the food don't burn. You regulate the imu by the banana. And the tea leaf gives it the flavor. The burnt tea leaf make the flavor. One more. Ah, you're so pretty.
In addition to the pig, we're putting whole fish, chickens, kalo root, and sweet potatoes too. Whenever we do an emu, it always makes me think about Kilauea down south and the pit at halemaumau. One of the first videos we ever did on this channel was roasting a whole pig in a lakaja china box. It's similar to an emu, kind of like an above ground version, but you got to make sure to create lots of moisture inside. What we did was more of a dry roast. But yeah, that's another alternative to create a similar result. Alright, let's get back to the final stage of our emu. After a full afternoon of smoldering, it's time to snuff out the fire with your banana stalks. Then, you layer all the food on top and cover it with the tea leaf.
My God!
Get a cooler full of sheets and soak them so they're totally wet, and then you're going to cover the entire emu with those, and finally a plastic tarp on top of that. Then you bury the edges in the ditch, soak that again with a hose, and you're ready to let the emu go all night, and you'll see it again in the morning.
I was like, that's Lewis's genes coming out.
Yeah. You gotta watch them, they're funny, you know.
They're funny. Aww.
Because she's doing so well.
That's good.
That's what it's all about. Better. And then making different things better.
This is a trailer for our video on huli chicken. Again, we went through the whole process of how to perfect a homemade recipe. First we learned from some experts, then we bought our own rotisserie machine, went through all the steps, gathering kilauea wood down at the shore, brining the bird, all that stuff. So if you click the link in the upper right corner, you can check that out. And mahalo everyone if you made it all the way to the end of this video. Again, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to see more videos like this from us, from Hawaii. This is Eat and Be Eaten. Aloha!